Welcome everyone to the Master Box, where today we have another riveting game of Steel Division 2 from the Steel Division League monthly tournament. With me will be the Graham Slam. Graham, would you like to introduce the players today?
Yeah, it'd be my honor to introduce these players today. So on the left-hand side here in the blue, we have Avalser, excuse me, playing 20th Panzer Grenadier Maverick. And on the right, we have Mimile playing 1st Special Service Brigade Maverick as well, and we are on Tannenberg. So pretty unique divisions, two completely different play styles in terms of the divisions, and on a one of the newer, probably better maps of the game.
Yeah, wasn't Tannenberg one of the very few they just put out there, and all they did was they cut a 10v10 map.
Huge. It's legit the 10v10 cut. Yeah, they cut when they introduced the 10v10 Tannenberg for Burning Baltics, I believe, that DLC. It took like a year, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, probably about a year, and then they cut this off. And so 20th Panzergren's obviously been around, it's an old division now in terms of length of the game.
Yeah.
And then 1st Special Service Brigade is what, relatively new?
Yeah, I think it's one of the newer ones from the Normandy paid DLC. Yeah. But honestly, them doing this cut for a 10v10, it could solve all of their map issues if they ever listen, but we'll figure that one out later.
Yeah, you're beating a dead horse there. That's been talked about for a long time. But it is, but this is one of the newer maps, and this is also a very unique, based on how the two divisions are set up. 20th Panzergren is obviously one of the big boy divisions of the game in terms of German armor, elephants, Tiger Porsche, right? The Flak Panzer and T-34, Flak Panzer Panther, that kind of stuff.
Speaking of that Tiger Porsche, he has a Tiger Porsche opening. I haven't seen a super heavy tank opening in Steel Division 2 in fucking forever.
Yeah, I think the idea is probably that his infantry is just not going to win these fights, and it won't. Panzer Grenadiers dug in can obviously win fights. They're still very capable. Yeah. But it's going to be armor. That's what armor and heavy fire support is what's going to win Avalser this game. So I don't dislike it. I mean, if he can hold they're both Mavericks, so it's not like he's ceding too much initiative. The big problem will be planes, but an early Hellcat buy from Mimile along with the Spitfire. Now the Hellcat's going to try and get the Stug here, and it will get it because it got that side profile shot. And that's because the Flak Panzer T-34, which is actually an amazing piece of fire support. You can use that thing for just some hot CQC action, and it will do work.
It almost took that Hellcat.
It did almost kill it. Yeah, and so that right there, the Stug should have been probably placed closer to the Flak Panzer, or the Flak Panzer wasn't actually in the circle for the +2 veterancy. So small things like that. But we do see this commando team is trying to run up here and get a Piat kill. He's right there fighting along the building that the Flak Panzer can't see it.
Oh god. Now. Oh, that Flak Panzer. Oh, Jesus. The autocannon's so beautiful. Now, one thing I'm going to point out here is the SAS infantry tab is amazing.
Yeah, there goes the Spitfire down to the Flak Panzer Panther. Yeah, it's a great infantry tab. It's one of the better ones in the game. There is, I think, some downside in the fact that you are using British infantry. So, I've always been a belief that the best infantry divisions are non-British. But it is
not wrong.
It is a very solid infantry tab. It has decent fire support. It has decent air support. But I personally think it's all about. It's all going to be about the battles and where you choose them on this map. If Avalser can pick open fights that allow his better ranged units to do damage, he'll win. If Mimile is able to negate that and win these CQC fights, he's going to win. We see it right here in the middle of these two Flammenwerfer squads going up against a triple vet commando team. Now that flame is going to push them off, but look at how fast he fires that Willie Pete there.
Yeah, it just forcing
back these. Yeah, and he already has the double tick at the 15-9. So that is the problem if you're going to open up with real big heavy stuff, is that you're probably going to lose the initiative in certain areas of the map. The Stug going down. The Stug did kill a Sherman, so it's not like the Stug didn't do anything in this game.
Fair point.
But he's going to need to solidify that bottom portion of his northern position. Right now he's got some Panzergrens, basically everything's trying to protect that Tiger Porsche. I understand that you don't want it to die, but he's going to need to start to flex more on the map.
He's going to have to he's going to have to use his Panzergrens to fix and find, so basically recon by fire, and then move that Flak Panzer T-34 up and just unload on these infantry. You have to sway the infantry fight with the support equipment.
Yeah, and he's going to need more... Right, so we see Stosstroop coming in. All that's going to the middle. I mean, Stosstroop probably should have been called out originally. Like, a couple Stosstroop with a couple of Flammenwerfers, really cheap, could have probably held that middle point at least done some more damage. We do see one down there, along with the DPs. The DPs, I mean, you really don't want to put them into the middle anyways, because it's not like they're an automatic rifle that is a light machine gun, so there really isn't going to be any benefit. Like, Panzer Grenadier squads in the middle of the forest are just more expensive Ersatz-Truppen at the end of the day. So
yeah, I think
that's really not where you want them.
He's probably using them as like a 20-point backstop, just so if that Stosstroop does die, like the line doesn't completely collapse. So we'll be able to see these 3 Stosstroop go into these 2
well, and there's one flanking behind it too. If he could get a wipe on the commandos, or especially kill the commando leader, which is an expensive. That's a 35-point. Only get 3 of them in A phase.
Oh wow!
Unit card. So that would be huge if he could get a pick off on that. See the Stosstroop right there? Yep. They're gonna go ahead and start throwing their Molotovs. You see how fast the Commando Marines do that? Throw their Willy Pete's there, but one's gonna go down. So that's already a good trade here. That's a 25-point unit. Yeah, they're both versus 15. So if he can go and get double, and he needs to move his other one in as well, though. Just you really want to wipe here. Yeah, you really want to wipe here if you're Avalser. We do see the Sherman going down to the Tiger up in the north. So we do see them trying to rectify the situation. Got to be careful, though, because a commando leader is going to go ahead and get into position here.
Yeah, but that Piat...
Right, but the Piat... Hey, I get it. It's dumb. One time when you really start to doubt it is when it's going to do damage. Down south, there is a stag hound being kind of annoying. But other than that, I mean, the Flak Panzer Panther probably could actually just kill the stag hound.
True, but that Stug 4 is just moving in. It doesn't look like he has any like actual AT guns down south. So I don't know if Avalser knows that, but he could just start bullying with the armor he's got, that Stug 4, the Flak Panzer Panther. We're just going to start watching these autocannons rip.
Well, you see it in the north there, too. The Flak Panzer just going ahead and tearing apart that infantry unit. Now, he needs to make sure his infantry's in front. Like, you don't want any of those, especially those 2 big boys right there, your Flak Panzers and your Tiger Porsche, they need to be screened appropriately. We do see a Ju-87 brought out, one of the aces. Brook is coming in trying to drop a little bomb action as the Panzer Grenadier tries to get into position. Oh, he actually misses, doesn't really do any damage.
Yeah, it looks like we got Sherman's pushing that Panzer Grenadier off that commando number 4.
Yeah, double Ju-87 by. One went down and got a HMG team. So yeah, down south, there's actually a pretty big success here. There is a commando tank buster, which is, it's a Piat, so there's a chance it might miss that Flak Panzer if it moves into position, but you want to go ahead and screen that, which you see him doing.
It looks like he's pushing this Panzer Grenadier DP up for the 20-point, like, ersatz, basically. Just throw him up, see what comes up, and then just kill whatever starts shooting at the Panzer Grenadier DPs.
Yeah, and the middle push now is successful, especially because his commander leaves in jeopardy, and this is the kind of push you want to see, I think, basically early on in the game if you want to fight in the middle. The Sturm Pioneer is a free shock infantry unit. It's not free, right? But it's 20 points. Flamer shock unit now given to the Germans. So they're just so good. They're crack. And he's got them triple vet because we do have the commander out on the battlefield paired with a leader here and Stosstroop to help cover it. This could be an extremely strong push that even a deck like First Special Service will have problems dealing with.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have a problem dealing with just because of how expensive. Well, no, these are only 25 points, but
25,
still. Yeah, but it looks like the availability he has of that CQC because he double stacked his CQC and A. I think that was the Ju-80. Was that a Ju-87? I was too busy looking at this infantry push going on in the center to notice the plane dying.
Yeah, unlike Wargame, I can't see the carcass on the battlefield and just look and see like where I missed it. We see that Sherman goes down there.
Yep.
Yeah, this push in the middle here is very strong. This is what you need as Avalser. You've lost a lot of tick in A phase. I mean, almost half, right? Because there was a portion there where you were being double ticked. But he has some momentum right now. The big thing is to not lose it. Losing a Stuke to a Piat team down south would be the easiest way to lose it. We do see and he does, and that's a huge loss right there. He brings his Stukes, natural double vet. They're really accurate, and that makes them pretty pretty cracked. But you don't want to lose them to a Piat
You can
team.
swear. It's okay. It's my channel.
No, it's all good.
But no, the one thing we're talking about where I'm just giving the Piats the absolute shit. But there we are, just killing a Stug as it comes up, and it forces Avalser to not push his armor as aggressively, because he's like, shit, suddenly there's a Piat there. I don't even know if he paid attention, because he's not moving anything else down there.
He moved his flak panzer back, so he does know it died. But yeah, nothing's pushed up there to finish that off, and that's why, you know, armor, you have to be very careful with it. And that goes for every Yuji game. You can't just have your armor pushed up unsupported with infantry, and that's going to be the big problem, I think, for this deck. Is there enough infantry to actually support these heavy armored pieces?
Yeah, and we're looking here. The middle assault is down to 2 Sturm Pioneers, so all those Stoss troops just got melted by Willie Pete.
Yeah, but they did trade out. Like, that wasn't a bad trade.
Yeah.
Like, they did trade out. The Sturm Pioneers are fully alive. You would like to probably see a little more reinforcement there if possible. We do see the very annoying 127 off map's going to go off here. And those things really don't necessarily kill a ton, like in terms of like raw, like just, you know, they delete things, like, you know, think like the 152 off map back in the day, I think would just delete. Or the orbital death ray, you know, the riverboat off map.
Oh, the riverboat, Bactina, yep.
And 97th, I believe, right? I believe they get.
Yeah, 97th gets the Andrusha one, yeah.
Well, they both get. I think it gets a riverboat as well.
Yeah,
but we do see this dropping. That's going to be really annoying. If you're, the question will be the duration one. I think this is the long. If this is the long duration, the flak, it gets a direct hit. Caster's Curse on that flak Panzer T-34, and that goes down. That's actually a huge loss here, because that's going to open up the Air Force for Mimile, and that's something you don't want happening to your precious German armor.
Yeah,
to a 127mm shell.
Yep, Stuga's down.
Yeah, Hellcat immediately bought.
Yeah, Hellcat brought in.
I already had it.
The Stuka still hasn't come back. Oh, it's finally moving back from in the south. And he's bringing up an 88 and MG42 just to like start covering off the southern portion with his 2K advantage, because I don't think that there's a lot of actual 2K HE in the SAS division. So he might be able to start bullying just that 2K range advantage that he will have as 20th.
Yeah, Avalser needs to get his units out of, especially his armor, out of the circle of death here. I get that, you want to do damage here. We see the Tiger Force does get a hit on that Sherman. That Sherman's actually in close. Oh, the Commander Leader dying to its own off map. We see the Shuk here engaging the Achilles. The Achilles
and the Sherman
has really bad accuracy. Sherman goes down immediately. Another miss there by the Achilles. Its accuracy is really garbo. I think that was that a miss or a pin? There was a pin on that Achilles.
Oh, it's gone too. Wow.
Yeah. So that's a really good trade for him there. Nice to pick off. He only brings 1 card of 2 Achilles, and they're unvetted, which is that's a big downside to bringing them in A, especially unvetted, is that they sometimes just don't get shit.
His own elf map killed another one of his commando squads.
Yeah, and this off map's basically going to neutralize this portion of the map for a few more minutes. Like, nothing's going to happen here, but you can see the pocket marks. I don't remember the exact time length, but
I think it's like 6 minutes if it's anything like the riverboat, because the riverboat's a full like almost 10 minutes of just
it's 9 minutes and some change. The big thing about that is I think that the best place to use those off maps, if you're going to use for the long duration, is cutting off an area, especially if you can cut off like a reinforcement road or something like that. I'm not sure how much this will benefit Mimile, because it's basically going to kind of reset where the action happens, and that's going into the middle here. We do see Sturm Pioneers throwing down. These commandos are in there. They went ahead and wiped out those Sturm Pioneers. Pioneer Fury goes down. Oh, but he did get his grenade off, which actually, so that's going to do some damage here. These Sturm Pioneers, to see if they can actually make some magic happen. But
now I'm gonna point out, down south, the Achilles actually shot and got a penetration on the Flak Panzer Panther. So with that, he cannot be as aggressive with his autocannon unit, but it looks like he's moving up the Flak 88 in an attempt to counter off any British armor in the form of those Achilles.
Yeah, but the double tick's back on here for Mimile. He really has Mimile's really used spacing to his advantage, taking the right engagements here. We do see the Brooks dropping, so you'd like to see the Sturm Pioneers now push. They're going to go ahead and engage one of the demo teams right there, which are the Flame Troops and have the TNT charge. That's why they're so nasty. Yeah, getting that TNT off right there. Very good kill. The demo's engaging there as well.
That's just like the Alpini Pioneering.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, where it's got the TNT and the flamethrower. One of my favorite units in the game is just playing 4th Alpini for those.
Yeah, they're very similar to Sturm Pioneers. They're engaging. There is a lot to that, that infantry. Yeah, we see the other one there is charged. He's trying to aim it right now. The Sturm Pioneer might be able to get the kill here.
Yeah, but at the same time, those demos got off all of their the HE for like the satchels. And what we're seeing right now...
Yeah, they are expensive, though. So you are trading a 30-point infantry unit for a 20-point infantry unit. That can matter. I'm not saying it will necessarily matter, but that can matter in the game. And we do see a big Centaur buy here from Mimile. So 3 Centaurs being bought at once. I think he's obviously anticipating this is going to slow down a little bit, and he might as well start to pick off some heavier units, especially if he can get that Flak 37 right. Yep. He has airplay in, because there's another one bought up north, IG-33 bought. So there'll be 3 Flak 37s actually on the map. Plus 2 IG-33s. Yeah, so Avalser's kind of going in the direction of, let me get out all the big boy 2-kilometer pieces and let them just... I'll use my infantry to kind of spot, and they're just going to pick off everything from maximum range. And I don't hate that idea. Especially going to be Mimile's going to try and artillery it all to death.
Yeah, especially with those tank busters being down south. The tank busters, if you look at their line of sight, can see the IG-33 and the 88. Or at least, may have been able to see them, you know? And so what we're going to see now is there's 3 Centaur artillery pieces, so he can use those either as direct 2K HE support or as artillery. And right now, I think down south, we're just seeing it being used as that 2K, HE support. Or is it? No, he's actually using it as artillery.
Yeah, he's very close to the front. Yeah, and you can see it's targeted a little bit behind there. It's going to miss. Yeah, if the 88 is all going to be about angles here. Obviously, artillery against 88s is the best way you want to deal with them.
Yep.
That's the easiest way, or another 2-kilometer HE piece. The problem using the Centaur for the 2K thing is that it better get those first couple of hits in, because it will get blapped pretty quick. So it's all about who's getting the better engagement angle.
Yeah, and I honestly think that with the Centaurs being artillery and that 2K HE, just moving them back a little bit and using them as the artillery that they are. And the good thing is, he's got these field teams out there, so he has radio all over the place. If you look in the center, the 88 and the IG-33 are both so clustered, and they're both pretty fucked up right now. So...
Yeah, both pinned there already. That's a very bad placement by Avalser, who was starting to get, I think, a little bit of momentum there. Once again, though, the lack of infantry is kind of hurting him in the middle. Where you see a triple buy there of units. Well, not in the middle, but the middle of the northern position.
Yeah.
He's kind of struggling to get his armor to fully maximize his value up there. As we see a Hellcat diving in. The Hellcat going for the kill here on the flag. Oh, but the 188 might be able to stop.
Yep, the 88 stops it.
Yeah, really nice stop right there. Oh, a radio review as well. This is pretty damaged.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, if his T-34 was alive, it probably would have got the kill.
Oh yeah, especially with the commander being right there, giving it that 2-star. Yep. The 2-star 88 right there is probably what just saved that entire support section element that he has in the center portion.
Yeah, the other Hellcat coming out right now, trying to get a kill here on the Flak 37. He needs to fall those back, I think, a little bit here. But that Panther just going ahead and proving its value, just immediately stunning that Hellcat.
Yeah, just having those 2 flak filling units, any flak filling is an amazing flak filling, but a flak filling with armor where you can start using it as a clown car with the autocannons, chef's kiss, that much better.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of advantages to the firepower game that we see from Avalser. The problem is it's hard for him to get back into his favor overall momentum wise, and I'm not even sure, I don't think he's traded better. I mean, I'd say he maybe's traded worse. I don't know, it's hard to tell. They both lost armor, they both lost infantry. It's probably pretty close in terms of trades, but positioning has benefited Mimile the entire game. The artillery out will be really annoying, especially because it's an SPG. So if you're Avalser, he brings in his deck a 105 card, which sucks. I don't even think there's any point in bringing the German 105. It's one of the worst artillery pieces.
Yeah, the SK-18s, I think, right?
No, the SK-18's great. You don't.
That's the one.
The standard 105, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Also, elephant on the field in the south. So
yeah, that's a big point buy right there. That's 245. He clearly had to save up for it as we're about to hit C phase. Putting it down south, though, I mean, there's 2 flags, I guess, technically within reach down south.
Yeah, and it looks like he's from what Avalser might be able to see is he could see Mimile building forces with that Centaur and the Achilles. And maybe he tries to blunt that advance with the elephant and just making an impenetrable wall, you know?
I mean, maybe, but you don't buy an elephant, I think, to make in a lot of Eugen games, buying those when you're putting points, especially a heavy amount of points into a unit, it needs to accrue value beyond just static defense. So
agree,
like you're gonna need the elephant to get some kills to provide you some momentum. So right down in that position, I'm not sure how it's gonna work. Plus, this flak panzer kind of in a bad position there with the Hellcat, but he got really lucky that he backed out. Yeah, so we'll see that get pushed back. But that flak 88 is probably gonna die up there towards the middle portion. I mean, both Centaurs are dropping like it's hot on it. Yeah, direct hit there.
Yep, and it's still in radio range because the commando leader.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I
more Sturm Pioneers being dumped in the middle.
Oh yeah, no, the middle's just like literally a bukkake of CQC and infantry from both sides right now. It is the casting couch to figure out who is the best CQC person. Just keep pumping them in. But what I want to point out right now is I want to point out that early long duration artillery that Mimile did, it traded space for time because Mimile was able to like push forces into other portions of the map as we see this build up in the center and the south. But right now what we're seeing is the constant push from Avalser back into the northern portion. So he's actually recouped a lot of those losses and pushed past that like 50-50 line.
Yeah, and we do see back up to 12-12 here. Big point dump down south, 3 Wolverines and a command Sherman being brought. So it's a heavy armor investment here by Avalser moving into the southern position.
Yeah.
Probably going to be careful with that. One Centaur does go down to the Shug. We see the IG-33 getting some shots and actually killing a commando team as it pushed in.
Yeah, that's
a nice pick. I think an infantry dump down south would be smart for Avalser. The Elephant, if he can get a 2K constant 2K range fight with the Elephant against the Wolverines, he could clean them up pretty fast.
Yeah,
the Shug will also do well too.
I agree, and I think one thing with the Elephant right now is just turn off HE and, you know, just let it start picking off these vehicles coming down that reinforcement road. Because I don't even know if Mimile even notices that the Elephant is there right now, because he has the Hellcat going in for the Stug that's hitting the reinforcement. Or no, it's not hitting the reinforcement, it's hitting the commandos.
We do see another Sherman going down up north to the Tiger Porsche. The other Porsche now trying to hit this Sherman here. Yep. Goes behind the building. We'll see if he stops there. There it is, right in view of him. Oh,
Hellcat down, or Hellcat killed the Panzer IV down south, by the way. Wow, this Sherman is getting real ballsy. And that 88's staring directly at it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you see the 50 cals do work right there, but another kill. Yeah, the northern position is really starting to crumble, though there's not a ton of exploitation up here. Then again, maybe he doesn't need it because there's just a Tiger Porsche.
Yeah.
Though he should unload his other 88. Like, the one thing that could really stop this, like, put this game away for Avalser would be, or at least put this game away for Mimile, is if that Tiger Porsche dies to a Hellcat.
Yeah, no, that Tiger Porsche needs to be protected from air because we do know that he has the anti-tank Hellcats, right? Even the normal bombs Hellcats, like, enough, you know,
yeah, enough of the
aircraft.
Raw HE.
Yeah, and it looks like he's forgotten about this Flak 88 in the back. That could be a big thing, especially putting it around that Befell Tiger, you know, to give it that 2-star veterancy to then try to prevent those aircraft from coming in.
Yeah, you definitely want it unloaded, having multiple of them up at one time, especially kind of close. So if you can keep them kind of close. Another missed drop there by the Ju-87. He's actually had a lot of misses with that Ju-87.
Yeah, he's been blind bombing.
Yeah, and it hasn't really worked out for him. You know, he's not dropping 2,000 kilos.
Yeah.
So we just see it get pushed back there. Because there is a Bofors up there. There's also one down south. Achilles being engaged. It lost shooter kill from a pin, I believe, to that Elephant.
Yep.
But you don't want to push that Elephant up too much because there's literally a 4-stack of tanks off to its flank. So curious to see like how far Mimile. It's an interesting approach. Kind of what I would say is that this is kind of a meme approach to trying to deal with an Elephant, like buying 4 tanks at once and maybe trying to hope that you can swarm it. I mean, because really, if that Pack 70-40's put in a good spot, it'll eat up almost all those tanks.
Yeah, but one thing we're noticing also is Avalser is like really getting stretched because he's like forgetting to unload units. Like he's got his IG-33, he just unloaded that Flak 88, and it needs to start shooting. Oh, it's going. The Hellcats are killing 88s now.
Yeah, and that's what he should use them for. I mean, like, getting those 88s out of the game is going to be the easiest way for him to win.
Agreed.
Because he only brought, because if you look at the A, he brought about a card, one card of 88s in B, then the Flak Panzer in both Flak Panzers essentially A, and one,
yep.
And I believe one of them is dead, one of them is half dead. So if you can get air superiority in this game, if you're Mimile, you're probably going to win it. Because at the same time, because he's ticked for so long, he only needs to hold it for a few minutes, 5-6 minutes. So, you know, Avalser has a long road of like, hey, how do I win this game, right?
Yep.
He's obviously stabilized. He's in, I think, a decent position. But turning that into like, hey, how do I get this fat dub? That's going to be a little hard, especially as you see like that 4-stack down there. That's going to be annoying to deal with.
But one thing I'm going to point out is up north that Befell Tiger has killed off one Centaur, and it looks like it's going for the other one. Oh, nope, it's going for the infantry, the spotter teams. But he is pushing through that entire northern city at this point.
Yeah, he should clean all this up. Like, this whole northern position should fall. At this point, there's nothing stabilizing it. There's nothing here that can deal with the 76. I believe a 76-pounder anti-tank gun was lost up there as well.
Yep.
But we do see the Hellcat now diving in.
Oh, that's a side shot.
Here.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent hit, but it did fuck up the Porsche. The next one will probably kill it.
Yep, or the HE from these Centaurs might be able to do the Lord's work here.
Maybe.
Because look how fucked up that Porsche is if you like zoom in on the actual model.
Yeah, she's really fucked up, but I'm not convinced the HE. I think it'd take at least a few salvos. We do see the left side, the Wolverine's making a move for the Elephant. It's a 3v1.
And a Pack 40.
They're shooting on the move. The Pack 40 there. You make sure that, yeah, he did turn out the APCR. There you go. So this is probably going to go really badly here from Mimile. Yeah, that Wolverine and pin, kind of wild that you can't just one-shot them there. Panzerschreck's trying to jump on it as well. Most of those shots were on the move. They actually only hit the Elephant one time. Wow, I'm surprised that one. Really lucky that all those tanks are dead, actually.
Oh, those Panzerschrecks are just pushing it. They're like, it's falling back. This is the only chance we got.
Yeah, that was a disaster there, though, for Mimile. There's no way around that. But he's still holding enough momentum on the map, or enough map presence, that this hasn't fully fallen apart. Hellcats are still getting damaged because Avalser has been sloppy with his AA. Honestly, at this point, he did kill the Bofors up north. I'd get a fighter. I would get a fighter and put a fighter up, maybe buy both of them and swap them off loitering.
Yeah.
Because you can't afford free losses to those planes. Because you're finally ticking now. We're at a 13-11. You're going to need a double tick to probably get Mimile to quit this game. Panzerschreck here, maybe going to be able to get a kill on this Wolverine.
Yeah, it's moving forward. It's going to be able to kill at least one of the Wolverines. And there's one. Yep, there's one.
Yeah.
Oh, I always forget how fast the Panzerschrecks reload. Like, it's just going to be... Ooh,
yeah, you'd think it was
one after one after
one.
It
was like a one-use tube, but they just
There's another one. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can stop it right now.
There you go. That one Panzerschreck, 2 kills. Damn.
Yeah, up north is going really well, though, for Avalser. If he could get his southern position, I think, just a little more together. That's probably what I'd say. Like, it's a little disconjointed. Also, that one commando team with the sniper rifle pushing back his Pack 40, that's kind of annoying. But, I mean, this IG-33, it has heat. If he moved it up there towards the middle, and he could probably fire his heat shell right in that Achilles, get a kill right there.
Yeah, because the heat shell, the 30% accuracy, we all know IS-2s that hit on the first time with 30% accuracy, so I can't say anything.
Everyone's been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's buying the 105, the standard 105 piece for the Germans with the, what's that, with the munition wagon? Yeah, the Panzer III munition tank.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he brings that. That's pretty, I don't know why you would bring that, but,
10,000 supply, so I think it's like, double the normal supply from vehicles? I know it's got a larger supply, I just can't remember by how much off the top of my head.
I'm thinking more against, I wouldn't bring that 105. Like, especially the Germans, I don't think it's worth it. Like, it doesn't do anything well. It fires really slow. Like, the SK-18, for its price, is one of the best artillery. This used to be. If people in the comments say, like, hey, something changed big time, and you're wrong on the FH-18, please let me know. You know, it's another chance for you to subscribe, comment, like, tell us what's going on. But the SK-18 for the Germans was one of the best pieces in the game for its price point, whereas the standard 105 was Garbo. So I'm curious to see why he brings it. Maybe he just doesn't know that. That's perfectly plausible.
Yeah, well, that's what you got us for, right? You get
and there goes the Hellcat. Yep. Gets sniped right there by the Flak Panzer.
See,
great kill for it.
You subscribe, you watch the channel, you learn some fun things about Steel Division 2. If you're in the league, if you're not, links are going to be in the Discord or in the description for the Discord to join this if you'd like. And you can just become a more well-rounded player from listening to us, or you can just laugh at our commentary. It's all you. There's plenty of reasons to keep watching this channel. That's all I'm going to say about that.
The north, he could probably push to the spawn point if he wanted to.
Yeah, I could see him getting a touchdown, but like that 17-pounder is going to stop the Stogs. The only thing it's going to be able to...
Sure, but it doesn't need to even push the circuit forward. The Panzer Grenadiers could push forward and get it as long as there's the 88's in range to keep the bombers off them.
Yeah, that is fair. The 88 needs to keep moving up, and it is. It's ever so slow, though.
Yeah, I mean, he could cut off the forest here. You're also seeing why the 105 sucks. Like, just look how slow it shoots.
That is fair, and it's trying to even this, but look how close that Sturm Pioneer and that Panzer Grenadier DP is to that number 4 demo. That's crazy. They can't see.
Yeah. Go up the hill. Hellcat coming out. It's going for a Stuke here. The Flak Panzers aren't really in a good position to stop, or not the Flak Panzers, the Flak 88, so that's going to be a free kill.
Yep.
Which is what you can't do. Like, if you're ahead in Avalser right now, you're in kind of the driver's seat where this game is. Though it does feel like both decks feel very fought out right now, and they're both saving up for something, so yeah. I maybe expect a point down, but you can't just give away 85-point tanks for free.
No, and I think right now what we're seeing is just both of them only being able to have 80 points at a time. It's just that slow, grindy portion of the game, you know?
Yeah, here comes the SK-18. Though then again with the T-34 supply. But I'm just saying, like, what do you need? If you're playing a Maverick deck, what do you need that much supply for? Like, how long do we expect to be artillery stuff? Like, forever?
Like, with Balanced or V for Victory, I can understand having the larger supplies.
And if you bought it in C phase and you have 155 points a minute, you're buying it in C phase at 80 points a minute.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. I think that with Maverick, you bleed the entire gun dry until it's not firing anymore, and then you just buy something else. You just don't care, because you only have that 10 minutes to really push your advantage further from B phase on, you know?
Yeah, like one Carter supply is pretty common for a Maverick player, like maybe one in B or something like that, just in case you need to supply things or repair, not repair, you're not repairing tanks, but
yeah,
isn't war game. But yeah, stuff like that. Though once again, Hellcat's getting free value. A fighter plane needs to be bought. If he loses this game, a big reason why is because his AA died to the combination of the enemy aircraft and the Centaur spam, and then he didn't just buy a BF-109 and loiter it.
Now, when you loiter the BF-109, is it like a war game? Because I haven't done this in forever. If you just leave it in the back loitering, if an enemy plane comes on, doesn't it just auto-target it?
I don't remember SC2. I don't think it's going to probably do an SC2.
Yeah, because I know in war
there's
game
no missile there's no missile that's just going to auto yeet itself, right? You have to be the
yeah,
minimum,
that's true.
Right, you have to be the minimum range or the maximum range of the guns to go off. So no, but the reason why you'd loitering was also common like when the AR first came out. So like when the AR first came out and it was go vroom vroom, you could never catch it if your plane was being called out in response unless it just went balls deep into your zone. So you would loiter a fighter plane up so that way you could catch the AR when it made its turn.
Oh, yeah, that is fair because the Angry Hair Jar does go fast. Now, I'm going to point out that Avalser actually has swung this to an 18 or a double tick.
Yeah, it's a double tick, yeah.
If you look at the southern portion, I don't know how Mimile comes out of this because he has that wall of Panzer Grenadiers moving forward and he has the Elephant. The only thing is he has to move that Flak Panzer Panther up.
I would say this is over.
Yeah.
He's broken that position there. There's nothing that's going to stop it. When you have stuff like Elephants or Porsches and your aircraft aren't getting... Has he lost a lot of things for free to some planes? He absolutely has. Yeah. But Mimile's kind of gambit, some of his gambits that he's tried to throw down here just haven't worked out for him. He went to the blackjack table and got cleaned out multiple times. And it's, that's kind of like unrecoverable because I don't think, and I said this at the beginning, I don't think the infantry advantage is actually that great. A lot of people love a lot of these British infantry decks. I've never been a big believer in almost any of them.
Really?
I think the most part they're overrated. Yeah, I would rather a German infantry division.
Well, yeah, the double MG 42s just for the suppression value is pretty good. But for
I mean, and also it costs. Look at the cost. That demo team is 30 points, right? It's not a bad unit, right? But it's 7 HP, so it's only 1 HP more than the Stern Pioneers. You can bring your Stern Pioneer double vet. Will they lose that demo unit? Sure, they'll lose to it, but they're 10 points cheaper. So
that is fair.
Cost efficiency across the board. If your Stern Pioneer is going 1-to-1 with the demo team, you're winning. You're going home to the bank, right? Like you just did well. So I find cost efficiency to be a big thing. Shermans and long range engagements, or even medium range, are going to suffer against like Strug 4s, right? This isn't like a Panzer 3 or Panzer 4. I really think that a lot of those divisions, it's the off map, right? Like the off map needs to do so much damage, or the Hellcats need to do so much damage. And even then, his Hellcats, like Mimile, did work as he taps out, but even Avalser still had a pretty heavy point lead.
Yeah, no, I'm curious, like, because there's a big thing with off maps, right? Like, do you use them for killing, or do you use them for suppression and pushing the point? I'm a big fan of using them for suppression and killing the point, so I never really care how much they actually kill. But that points investment is so heavy. Because if we look here, the 127 off map killed the Flak Panzer T-34, a Panzer Grenadier, and an MG-42, right? But it allowed him to push, I would say, 25% more up the field. But then it was unsustainable. He just got pushed back, right? But it did its job by trading for space rather than for kills.
Yeah, but it didn't trade. But I would disagree. What did it trade space for? He blocked out his opponent from access, but he also blocked his own ability to gain any advantage. So, like, if you're going to use an off map to cut like that for the long duration, you need to cut something off that's going to benefit you. Like, get it further enough back that you cut off the entire reinforcement road, so then you can push up and take the point. Instead, by dropping it where those tanks were to kill those tanks, sure, you killed the Flak Panzer 234, and yes, that allowed the Hellcats to get more damage, but it didn't remotely put him in a position where he could take advantage of the momentum the off-map gave him. And the entire game, like, sure, he had map control, he had map momentum, all these things were real, but he never once was able to put it all together and put it to a position where he could actually put Avalser out of the game. And then eventually those big boy tanks, paired with his 2-kilometer range, just did the work.
Yeah, it did. I can see what you're saying by using that long duration on like something more important, like a reinforcement road. All right, I'll give you that one. So like the whole points investment for that, it could have been better. But if we look here, the Flak Panzer Panther, looking at these kills, just those flak filling units and that original opening, like super heavy. I'm not a big fan of like super heavy openers, but he was able to pull it off because he had the support of the T-34 Flak Panzer, right?
Yeah, it's just probably the only German deck you can really pull that off with, because you do have the immediate AA access next to it. Plus, like the price for that isn't. As I said, it's like a ghetto King Tiger opening.
Yeah, it was interesting to see. And with that, I would like to thank everyone for sticking through and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Anything you'd like to say before we leave, Graham?
Subscribe.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you in the next cast. Bye, everyone.